Every day, you pick up your iPhone, drive your car, or sip your morning coffee. But have you ever wondered how these products travel from a mine in Africa to your hands? Welcome to the $1 trillion global supply chain, a mind-boggling network that moves everything from raw materials to finished goods across continents, oceans, and your doorstep. This is Industrium, where we dive into the engineering, manufacturing, and business genius behind the things you love. Today, we're tracing the epic journey of the products you use every day, from raw material to consumer. We'll explore Apple's iPhone empire, the chaos of the 2021 Suez Canal blockage, and how tech like IoT and robotics is revolutionizing logistics. Plus, we've got lessons for CEOs and quirky mishaps that'll make you laugh. Ready to follow the supply chain? Let's hit the road. Every product begins with raw materials. Think cobalt for your iPhone battery, iron ore for your car, or coffee beans for your latte. The global supply chain starts in places like the Democratic Republic of Congo, which supplies 70% of the world's cobalt, per a 2024 USGS report. These materials are mined, harvested, or extracted, often in remote regions, before they embark on a global journey. Take Apple's iPhone. Its lithium-ion battery needs cobalt from the Congo, aluminum from Australia, and rare earths from China. A 2023 Bloomberg report estimates that raw materials account for 20% of an iPhone's $500 production cost. For businesses, sourcing these materials is a high-stakes game. A single mine strike can spike costs by 10%, per a 2024 Deloitte study, hitting your OPEX hard. B2B sourcing. Lesson number 1: diversify your suppliers. Apple works with multiple cobalt mines to avoid shortages, a strategy that cuts supply risks by 25%, per a 2023 supply chain dive analysis. CEOs out there, do not forget to take note. Multi-sourcing is like having a backup parachute. It saves you when the main one fails. Quirky mishap alert. In 2018, a cobalt shipment for a tech company was delayed because a truck driver in Zambia took a shortcut through a swamp and got stuck for a week. The driver's excuse? "I thought it was dry." Always map your transport routes carefully. Once raw materials are processed, say, cobalt into battery-grade powder, they're shipped to factories via massive container ships. The global shipping industry moves 11 billion tons of goods annually, worth $20 trillion, per a 2025 UNCTAD report. Ports like Shanghai, Singapore, and Rotterdam are the beating heart of this system, handling millions of containers with military precision. Modern ports use smart logistics and automation to keep things moving. At Rotterdam, robotic cranes and automated guided vehicles, AGVs, unload ships 30% faster than manual methods, per a 2024 port technology study. IoT sensors track containers in real time, cutting losses from misplaced cargo by 20%. Historical bottleneck: the Suez Canal debacle. In March 2021, the Ever Given, a 1,300-foot container ship, got stuck in the Suez Canal, blocking $9 billion in daily trade for 6 days, per a 2021 Lloyd's List report. The cause? High winds and human error. The fallout? Manufacturers like Toyota and IKEA faced delays, costing millions in lost sales. The lesson? Supply chains are only as strong as their weakest link. Engineering solution: port automation. Ports like Singapore's Tuas terminal use fully automated systems, with AI optimizing crane schedules and IoT tracking container locations. A 2025 World Bank study says automation cuts port turnaround time by 40%, saving $100 million annually for high-volume ports. For CEOs, this means lower shipping costs. For engineers, it's about integrating AI with logistics software like SAP or Oracle. Funny mishap alert. In the 1990s, a port in Los Angeles mislabeled a container of coffee beans as machine parts, sending it to a car factory. Workers opened it expecting gears but got a caffeine surprise. Always double-check your container tags. With materials safely shipped, it's time to transform them into products at the factory. Factories are where raw materials become the products you love. Let's follow the iPhone. At Foxconn's Zhengzhou plant in China, 350,000 workers and 1,500 robots assemble 500,000 iPhones daily, per a 2024 Reuters report. Cobalt, aluminum, and glass are transformed into sleek devices through precision engineering. Robotics play a huge role. Collaborative robots, or cobots, work alongside humans to place components with 0.01 mm accuracy, boosting efficiency by 25%, per a 2023 ABB study. Predictive analytics, powered by AI, analyze production data to spot defects early, cutting scrap rates by 15%. Real-world example: Toyota's car manufacturing. Toyota's Georgetown, Kentucky, plant produces 550,000 vehicles annually using a just-in-time system. IoT sensors track parts delivery, ensuring no excess inventory. A 2024 Toyota report says this cuts storage costs by 20%, a massive OPEX win. For engineers, it's about syncing IoT with ERP systems. For CEOs, it's about lean manufacturing driving 10% higher margins than competitors, per a 2023 Automotive News study. Financial Insight Alert. Factories are capex heavy, $1 billion for a high-tech plant like Foxconn's. But the ROI is real. Apple's supply chain efficiency yields 25% gross margins, per a 2024 investor report. Invest in automation and analytics, and the savings compound. Once products are made, they need to reach consumers. That's where warehouses come in. Warehouses are the unsung heroes of the supply chain, storing and sorting products before they reach you. A 2025 CBRE report estimates the global warehousing market is worth $450 billion, driven by e-commerce giants like Amazon. Modern warehouses use robotics and IoT to move goods faster than ever. Take Amazon's fulfillment centers. Their Kiva robots, think Roomba for packages, move shelves to workers, cutting picking time by 50%, per a 2024 Amazon case study. IoT sensors monitor inventory levels, triggering reorders automatically. Predictive analytics forecast demand, ensuring warehouses don't overstock. A 2023 McKinsey study says this tech boosts warehouse efficiency by 30%. Real-world example, coffee supply chain. Your morning coffee starts in Ethiopia, where beans are harvested, shipped to a roaster like Starbucks, and stored in warehouses. Starbucks uses IoT to track bean freshness, ensuring quality. A 2024 Supply Chain Brain report says this cuts waste by 15%, saving $50 million annually. For businesses, it's a lesson in visibility. For engineers, it's about integrating sensors with cloud platforms. Funny mishap alert. In 2015, a UK warehouse installed a new robotics system but forgot to update the software. Robots started stacking boxes in a corner, creating a box fortress that took days to dismantle. Always test your tech before going live. From warehouses, products hit the road, or air, for the final leg to you. The last mile is the sprint to your doorstep. Whether it's an iPhone via FedEx or coffee beans to a Starbucks store, this stage is critical. A 2025 Pitney Bowes report says last mile delivery costs $1.5 trillion globally, driven by e-commerce's 20% annual growth. Tech is transforming this step. Drones and autonomous vans, like those tested by UPS, cut delivery costs by 30%, per a 2024 logistics management study. Predictive analytics optimize routes, saving 10% on fuel, per a 2023 DHL report. For businesses, this means happier customers and lower OPEX. For engineers, it's about integrating GPS with AI routing algorithms. B2B sourcing lesson number 2, build resilience. The 2021 Suez Canal blockage showed how one delay can ripple. Companies like Walmart now use multimodal transport, ships, planes, trucks, to avoid bottlenecks, cutting delays by 20%, per a 2024 Supply Chain Dive study. But supply chains aren't perfect. Let's look at the challenges holding them back. The global supply chain is a marvel, but it's fragile. Here are 3 big challenges and how smart businesses tackle them. Disruptions and bottlenecks. Geopolitical issues, natural disasters, or accidents like the Suez Canal blockage can halt supply chains. A 2025 survey says 90% of CEOs now prioritize supply chain resilience. Solution? Diversify routes and suppliers, like Apple does, and use IoT for real-time tracking. A 2024 BCG study shows resilient supply chains boost profits by 15%. Cost overruns. Supply chains are capex intensive, $10 million for a warehouse automation system, $100 million for a factory. A 2023 Deloitte study says 25% of logistics projects overrun budgets by 10%. Solution? Use predictive analytics to forecast costs and BIM for planning. Toyota's just-in-time system saves $1 billion annually by minimizing waste. Sustainability pressures. Consumers and regulators demand greener supply chains. A 2024 McKinsey report says sustainable logistics can cut emissions by 20% and attract eco-conscious customers. Solution? Invest in electric trucks and carbon tracking, like Starbucks does, boosting brand value by 10%. Funny mishap alert. In 2017, a shipping company sent a container of car parts to Antarctica instead of Australia due to a typo in the manifest. Penguins got spare tires, but the factory got a headache. Triple check your shipping labels. The $1 trillion supply chain is the backbone of our world, moving iPhones, cars, and coffee from mines to your hands. From Apple's multi-sourcing to Toyota's lean manufacturing, smart logistics, IoT, and robotics are making supply chains faster, cheaper, and greener. But challenges like bottlenecks and cost overruns remind us to stay agile. For engineers, it's about integrating IoT, AI, and automation for efficiency. For CEOs, it's about investing in resilience and sustainability for a 15 to 20% margin boost, per McKinsey. The Suez Canal fiasco taught us, plan for the unexpected, and always have a backup route. Want to master the supply chain game? Hit that subscribe button and join Industrium for more insights on engineering, manufacturing, and business strategy. Drop a comment, what's the wildest supply chain story you've heard? Check out our skyscraper video for more epic builds. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the world moving.